Hello, I'm Duncan Rhodes of the Duncan Rhodes Painting Academy, and what we do is create painting tutorials to make painting miniatures more accessible and easier. So we go through all the stages really clearly, step by step, showing what sort of paints to use and giving options of what you could use instead, showing what brushes to use, and really focusing on the technique to help you get the results you want.
Nice. I noticed, first of all, 350 full-length tutorials.
Yeah, there's more than that, but we don't have enough time to count them.
What kind of things can people expect? Is it model specific? Is it technique specific?
Well, it's a bit of both. So I think a number of people will be familiar with us because of our history working for Games Workshop and now independently. Yeah. And typically what we'll do is a video focus on a certain miniature as a case study and go through the stages from start to finish. And this goes from very small things all the way up to really large creatures like big centerpiece models, which we find are popular because they make it easy to paint them and take away that fear of ruining them. But on the website, we also have a full beginner's course that teaches everything of the basics from start to finish, so all the core techniques you need to learn. And we also have a whole techniques section which covers all sorts of interesting things. So if you ever thought wet blending, for example, is something you could never do.
It's tough.
Well, we've got a video that focuses on it specifically and shows you actually it's not tough at all, but we go into the real guts of showing how it will look halfway through. So if you're trying to do it at home, you've been trying for years and it's like that doesn't look right, you might be surprised. You might actually be doing it right, you just haven't finished yet. So we're all about that sort of accessibility.
Brilliant. So as an academy, does it take you from sort of beginner stage? Do you then go into the more advanced kind of stuff?
We do have a few more advanced tutorials where we go into more detail on particular things. And you can see a little snapshot of this on our YouTube channel where there are some videos where we do 3 methods of painting something. So for example, we did one on faces. First one's very simple, great for beginners. Hardly need any paints for that. Second one's sort of intermediate, there's a little bit more involved to it. The third one is much more advanced, and so we do have some parts of that, but the vast majority is bringing you up to that point by really focusing on learning these core skills.
Nice, and you've got your own painting range as well. Based on your famous catchphrase.
Yes, who thinks? What a strange reality I live in. Yes, so we've been doing this in partnership with Trans Atlantis Games, who have been manufacturing these paints. We worked really closely with them in the development of them, choosing the colours and approving the formula of each one. And now we're selling them as starter paint sets, and we've got various other combinations of them too. We are also selling some of our own miniatures, which we have in the cabinet just here. We have the Noble Sir Coates, who is our mascot, and we also have the Battle Pug Gizmo, and we're selling those 2 miniatures today, so we're experimenting with our own figures. We also have in the cabinet a plastic sprue of Sir Coates in there, which is a very exciting thing we just had made, because what we want is a really nice miniature whenever Trans Atlantis are doing a paint and take to illustrate how to use paint, do painting lessons, that kind of thing. So we've made this plastic miniature specifically for lots of good services and clear details so people can learn their painting skills on that model.
Yeah, I remember my old GW days, long ago in retail, with an infinite number of Space Marines to teach people
all in the same pose.
To paint with. Yes, that looks really, really nice.
So that's the first test shot of the sprue. See one of them built up, we've got next to it there. So there's going to be a few refinements, but that's on the way. So the idea is that whenever Trans Atlantis are doing a paint and take, someone will get one of those models for free so they can practice their painting.
Brilliant. Is there anything else that you're here fancying having a look if you can get away from here?
Oh, I do want to have a rummage around at some of the stores that might be selling some older stuff. So I really like a little bit of history of the wargaming industry, so I'm hoping to look at some of that. I also want to go and say hello to my friends over at Modifius over there and Parabellum over there, because the chaps who run those businesses are really, really nice, and they've got great stuff, and if you've not heard about it before, check them out.
Modifius are great. We've worked with them before.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.